All right, week one recap of college lacrosse. Here we go. First game to kick off the week was Utah versus Delaware, 16-9, straight blowout. Here's the stats for Delaware: Ben Powers with 3 goals, Palmer with 2 goals, McCurry with 2 goals, my boy number 2 with 2 goals. I can't even pronounce that last name. Here's the stats for Utah: Ryan Steen with 7 points. Damn. Luke with 6 points, 5 goals. That's crazy. Luke is one of my favorite players on Utah, so that's cool to see him score 5. Next, we got Army versus UMass. This was a really good game. It was at Army's little facility. Here we go. And here's stats for UMass. Jack basically carried the team with 5 of the goals. Damn, that's crazy. 6 points and your team lost is crazy. That don't mean he ain't good though. He'll Plunkett with 5 goals, 2 assists, 7 points. I think he was player of the week. Gus Bell with 3 points, Braden Fountain with 3 points, Gunnar Feller with 1 point. Next, we got Colgate versus Penn State. Penn State scoring 18, Colgate with 14. Here's stats for Colgate. Fowler with 4 points and Quinton with 3 goals. Druin also had 4 points and Spillett also ended with 3 points. Next, we got Boston U versus Syracuse, 6-13. Crazy, no Trey Deer, but he was on the sidelines watching. This team was low-key pretty cool. Syracuse is tough. Here's stats for Boston. Timmy is cool. Jimmy is dope. Peyton Forte is dope. Andrew Pape is sick. Timothy had 2 goals. Jimmy had 1 goal, 1 assist, 2 points. Peyton had 1 goal. Andrew Pape had 1 assist, 1 point. Here's Syracuse stats. Joey Spallina with 3 goals, 2 assists, 5 points. Peyton Anderson with a couple of goals. Michael Leo, Luke with 2 goals each. John Mullen went crazy at the faceoff, got a goal. That's sick. And to wrap this up, Bellemere versus Duke, 8-23 was straight kapow. Ezamore with 1 goal, 5 assists, 6 points. John Alley with 3 goals, 2 assists, 5 points. Joe Alley with 3 goals, 3 points. Damn. These guys are pretty cool, actually. I ain't gonna lie. They're pretty cool. But they play Duke, so of course you're gonna lose. But look at this beast right here. Max Lowe with 5 goals, 1 assist, 6 points. Ben Johnston with 4 goals. That's crazy. Kyle Cosley with 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points. Aiden McGuire, Matt Christmas had a goal. Their face-off guy Luke had a goal. Duke was giving straight BTA to these guys.